The Real Race for Mars. The Classified Project Aelita. It was the summer of 1984. Somewhere deep beyond the Ural Mountains, in a facility that officially didn't exist, a countdown echoed through reinforced concrete walls. 10, 9, 8. The Soviets had been racing the Americans for decades, but this time it wasn't about the moon, and it wasn't about propaganda. This was Mars. Not a probe, not a robot, a crewed mission. Real cosmonauts, real risk, real silence. The program was called Aelita, named after the mysterious Martian queen in Alexei Tolstoy's sci-fi novel. Only a few knew about it, and those who did had signed documents that bound them to eternal silence. The ship, dubbed Zvezda 9, was unlike anything seen before. It used a classified propulsion system based on nuclear pulse technology, a brutal force that could hurl metal into the void, and people along with it. They weren't chosen, they were assigned. 3 cosmonauts, all of them with near-perfect psychological resistance, all former military pilots. Not even their families knew they were gone. Launched from a covert cosmodrome in eastern Siberia, the mission slipped past telescopes and radars, disguised as a failed satellite test. For nearly a year, there was no trace, no signals, no telemetry, nothing. Until a scrambled transmission came through, a voice, distorted, barely human, repeating a single word. Жизнь, жизнь, life. Then, silence again. When internal investigations began years later, every file relating to the Aelita project had vanished. Tape reels, mission logs, even building schematics were gone or burned. But one thing survived: a photo. Black and white, grainy, stored in a mislabeled KGB archive. It showed what looked like 3 figures standing in front of a strange, half-buried structure in a Martian-like desert. One of them had a Soviet patch clearly visible. Experts said it was a hoax. The shadows didn't match. The sand looked too Earth-like. But no one could explain where the photo had come from, or why it was stored in a top-secret box marked Vera, Faith. To this day, no one knows the full story, or who made it back, if anyone did. But there's one final piece. In 1991, just before the Soviet Union collapsed, an anonymous fax was sent to the Moscow Planetarium. It read only, "We saw her. Aelita is real. Don't follow."